everyone, and welcome back to War in the Pacific Admiral's Edition. This is Friedrich with another compelling episode of War in the Pacific Admiral's Edition. It's September 19, 1943. Things are kind of warming up in certain areas, and I don't know if it's worth it for him to keep bombing Changsha, but maybe he could get some lucky hits like he did a few days ago. Anyway, we're plugging along. It might not be exciting all the time, but we have things moving. Well, I've got a lot of things going on here. How do you miss that? Large? Oh, man. I was holding my breath, hoping, but he has four of them. I mean, sink one, he's got at least three to replace it. Here's the thing: if I had hit that, I would have been so ecstatic, but it is what it is. Moving forward, we should have that one. We should sink that cargo ship. All right. Oh no! I forgot to change where my fighters are sweeping. No! I hope he doesn't have a cab trap over those troops. Oh man, it's on me. I wish I had a sub commander when I say, hey, can we set up a raid here? If the sub commander could say, sure, let me make sure I get all the pieces in place for you, and then they don't make the mistake I made, and they put all the pieces in play as needed. I'm going to get a flak gun right here, because this seems to be one of his major targets. Okay, we still take. Okay, we're flying at 8,000 feet. Obviously, that's too low. I just hope I don't lose much more, if anything, because obviously, it's not ideal to take a lot of flak hits. Okay. Ooh, getting into some vehicles destroyed. Alright, just trying to hit the port, because we beat up the airfield earlier. Now I'm just trying to see if I can do some damage to the port facilities. Maybe keep him from having easy time loading or unloading, whatever. Well, I had a lot more in my head, I thought I sent a lot more bombers than just one squadron there to Bangkok, but although I say that, it might have been 2.5 squadrons. Anyway, apparently my sweeps, that's my mistake. Gotta make sure that doesn't happen again. Alright, there might be ships here at this port. I'm taking a chance here flying over it. There may or may not be. It just seems like, I keep getting told that there's a cruiser there by my reconnaissance. but I don't, we're not seeing it, or we're not hitting it anyway when we bomb the base. Well, that was it. All right, a lot of my aircraft did not go, but that's fine. I'm not gonna get too upset over it. We will push on. I mean, if he has any spare units, seems like he'd just move it in here and be done with that hex. Alright, so wrong we've captured, but now we're just trying to finish off this last remaining elements, and boy are they stubborn, but they finally collapse today, and we wipe out a unit. This is a lot of devices. It's going to give us a few points. Now we can focus on building up that base, getting some anyway, we'll push on. I do need to get some patrol craft there. I have not yet, and I need to grab some from somewhere and put them there. All right, well, let's see what we get today. Maybe not much of anything, but otherwise I'll see you on the 20th. Cargo ships. Okay. Okay, we're back on September 20th, 1943. See if we have anything interesting going on today. I know some of my bombing raids didn't go off, so we'll just see how it goes. Oh, there's an enemy task force there. Huh. Japanese task force gets underway. Okay. So I was going to Bobble Daub to do some minesweeping, but he has task force there. And we have minesweepers here at Port Blair as well, because we have subs coming in and out. Well, a sub. We have a sub going in and out of there, and so I would love to not see. He knows we're covering like coastal areas, so he's going down the middle. And that's why I put this Capel in, and I have other subs that are designated to patrol the middle here. And as you can see, the Growler was one of them. We've got at least 2 subs. We got a third one here. So we're we're trying to keep an eye out for what he's doing. And we're also starting to really guard the coast of Japan. You know, part of that's going to be affecting China, his China front, but also Japan proper as he moves stuff in and out of, well, and I've got more subs coming to that area as well. Well, we can watch this for a minute. It's not often we have air-to-air combat. We've got fighters at various levels, and I don't know what his fighters are at, but I wish it would bring up fighter versus fighter um, when they're in based on the altitude, so that our aircraft that are highest up will take on the Tojos first, and that kind of thing. But apparently not. His pilots are good. Our pilots are fairly good. He got the kill here with the Vanguard, but let's push on because this could be a while. And let's see how we do here. We take a couple of losses and he takes 3. He may have a better situation than we do because of I think he has way more pilots than Japan, and he should have more aircraft as well. So he's going to come out ahead in these attrition battles, but we're going to hang in there for a little bit longer, I think. Yeah, this is what I was wanting to do. So now I gotta put these guys on naval attack, because if he has ships here at Babel Daub, which maybe he doesn't have Eesh. Even at 13,000 feet. So I gotta be going at 20,000, I guess. Alright, so a little bit lackluster all around, but ports are harder to damage, I've noticed. So, wow. That did not play out very well for us. Of course, this is after this, whoa! After this turn is done, we'll take a look at the losses, which will include 2 destroyer minesweepers. Maru. Oh, we don't need it. Okay, that's fine. I guess we'll ensure it sinks, right? This one is, of course, on the surface. Okay, I like getting these tankers. It looks tiny, but yeah. So, fairly good turn for sub action. Yeah, we took a lot of casualties here. But yeah, it could have been worse. Yeah, I was thinking we could just jump right into the ops report here. I haven't looked at anything, so I don't know what we're gonna find. Um, so let's take a look. Yeah, we lost these two ships. I guess the minefield was just so overwhelmingly powerful, elaborate that we even lost our minesweepers. Um, well, it really wasn't really much to speak of there. So looking at air, 12 total we lost and 21 he lost. Looks like we still got the better of him in air to air, even though we took a lot of attrition. Um, I'm gonna say this is a lot less. What is it? 4 less? 8? Is that right? 9. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Point is, he lost probably, I'm gonna say, 13 Tojos, and we'll see how many fighters we lost. You can see he lost some Kates, whatever. You can see the list here. We lost 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We lost 8 to his 13 over China. I think he's starting to get the better of us there. So I'm gonna bring some other fighters in to change it up, I think. And because it seems like he's doing only sweeps, we're just gonna fly cap a bit higher. And the bombers, hopefully it doesn't bomb in the day. But we lost a couple B-24Ds, D1 over Babel Daub, and I'm gonna shut that down for sure. No point in bombing that anymore. And that's about all for that. We did lose too many pilots just because of It looks like flak was a big problem that turn. The DMSs we lost were worth a decent amount. I mean, they're good boats, so I hate to lose them. But they're also old. Um, we sank a tanker, that little tiny ship here, and we sank some cargo ships, some decently sized ones, and then a couple of small ones. These three ships here were all sunk right near Japan, and then these were down in that open space there by the uh, Indochina. Let's uh, let's look at this again. Let's do last month because I don't know if something might show up. Feel free to peruse at your leisure. And there you go. Okay, that done, we can go to the situation here. We have more ships coming. um, let's do something here. Surface combat. And we will do a we're still going to Bobble Daub, I'm gonna say, but we're gonna have a waypoint to Peleliu, and we'll give it a 2 react. We'll say 1. So it'll go here and then end in Bobble, and this we'll just hang out here. It's no we won't. Let's just go back. He has a ton of mines here, apparently anyway. And I may or may not have found some minesweepers to send up here, but one of the things I'm hoping to do here is to make him a little uncomfortable, as if we're ooh, I just realized. We'll put these on naval attack and we'll rest otherwise. We'll go up to 14, that's fine. And we'll draw pilots, yeah, we'll do low naval. And, whoops, I meant to do, I think you can do up to 2,000 for low naval. So, so that should be fine. So if his boats are still out here, we can try to sink some. Or any that come into Bobbledaub. And yeah. Um yeah, that's fine. Um okay, so wrong, I think I'm unloading a few other things. I think maybe they already did. um I'm rotating some troops, or I'm rotating, sorry, some recon, because I want to scout all these bases. And so we already looked at Saipan. And you can see he has a lot of aircraft here and a lot of troops. So this is going to be a very tough nut to crack. So I may bypass it, kind of like bypassing Truck or Rabal. This will just be the island we bypass instead of those. And it is worth a lot, but that's fine. We can we can take Guam. I'm gonna basically take turns looking at these bases, and if there's one here that looks juicy, we'll snag it. And like for example, Guam, let's say, then we can build up an air base, and we won't reach Japan from there, but that'll give us the ability to um, control the skies in the immediate vicinity. Eventually, cut off Saipan so there's no supplies, and that'll force him to basically pull out. These troops may stay, but then they'll just be like, um, well, out of supply and easy to defeat. But moving westward, it looks like we had a radio hit on Balikpapan, which I don't know what kind of air units he has. Last we looked, I think these were auxiliary, like spotters and things. And the oil looks like it keeps going up. Does he just have a ton of guys here keep repairing this oil? That's a lot of energy. But that reminds me, our bombers, see, we have bombers set to city, 6 squadrons, and none of them went. Um, I'm gonna say, let's bring in all the J's. So what is that? 11, 23, 34, 46, 53, 63, 65 bombers. If they'd actually pull the trigger, we'd have 65 bombers hit that. Bangkok, we're damaging the port as well as the air base, but it looks like not having too much success. Especially the port, I should say. And then he's moving troops here, Chiang Mai. He's probably trying to get out because he knows we're coming in to pocket him, and he's probably not real thrilled with what we're doing here. I'm going to do a bombardment, I want to say. I don't mean to do rest. We can't anyway. Combat. So we'll bombard, and that'll allow him to see what we've got, and we've got more coming in the. They'll arrive in the hex. Um, so he'll see everything we're gonna have in here, but that's okay. I want to see what he has, and then we might be comfortable doing an assault. But I'm also just bombing him mercilessly. So when we attack, maybe the morale will be low. We'll find out. These cargo ships are unloading here at Pegu. I even flipped it to stockpile supply, and it's just circling the drain. Now, these troops might be like absorbing any and all supplies that are unloaded, and it's possible. But also, these ships are unloading at very slow pace. the uh, I'm gonna turn this off. We'll just try to get the port up, because if I can get the port to level 1, we can be more efficient unloading things. But you can never use a naval support here at Pegu. That's the downside to a 0 port. I'm not sure. This looks like kind of a circuit, too long of a route, and I don't want to get caught up in either subs or bombers. So let's just be direct here. Well, if I say direct, it still goes 6, but what if I say coastal? 5, yeah. I'd rather that. So it'll just hug the coast here. He doesn't see us, that's perfect. See our little minesweepers here at Port Blair. They seem to be doing okay. They haven't run into one and collided and taken damage. And our sub, Argonaut, wow, already unloaded and then left. Okay, I mean, there's not really much else to talk about, I don't reckon. Looking in China, yeah, I've got this an aircraft. I need to watch what he's bringing, what he's bombing with here. I'll probably bring the heavy anti-aircraft right here because that seems to be where he's focusing his bombs more than here. And I don't know that I need heavy air anti-air here. Um, I was thinking I could put the light here and the heavy here, but he's not really hitting Chusian. And speaking of, our aircraft is on the move in China. We're going to get it to Tuyun and then rail it um, probably to Changsha and then march it straight up to here. And I'll probably take one to Wuchang as well. And the reason for that is because I think he's sometimes bombs there. And so I could put it in Changsha and just double up our opportunity to damage or destroy his bombers. Um, I I don't really have anything else to talk about that I can think of, and we're just gonna push on. There's not much going on anyway. So thanks for joining me, and we'll see you next time on the 21st. Take care, everyone.